The other day, I posted in Zodiac basically asking if anyone had any cringy posts that were related to Yu-Gi-Oh! And people actually went sort of wild with it. I got a lot of responses that I didn't think I would get. So today, I wanted to go through these with you guys to see if they're cringy or not. And yeah, we can kind of judge them as we get to each one. So the first one posted was this. The smaller the battery, the bigger its scream. And the original meme had the double A, triple A, and quadruple A. But the follow-up for this was Battery Man with just a million A's. And I didn't think this was cringy. I thought this was hilarious. I hadn't seen this before. Maybe it's cringy to some people, but I thought it was pretty funny. The next one was degenerate hand trap girlfriend, and oops, there goes your special summon. And there's lots of emojis in this one. Not emojis, emoticons. I'm such a good tuner. I hope my 5 head doesn't get in the way of our love. Yeah, this one was pretty fucking cringy. I'll be honest. Anything that's anytime that you relate any sort of Yu-Gi-Oh card to a girlfriend, it's gonna get really weird really fast, so I wasn't a fan of that one. This one was just a picture of Slime Toad. Now, I would assume that this was posted because it's cringeworthy that it's not called Frog the Jam anymore, which personally I disagree with. I think Frog the Jam was the best name and the best card, and the fact that they switched it to Slime Toad was a travesty, really. So yeah, I'll give that one a pretty cringy review. To Necromancer, if you draw it, it's fine. If you don't draw it, it's also fine. I don't think this was cringy at all. I think this was an excellent piece of advice from one of the world's best Infinity players, and I found nothing wrong with this.
Then two Necromancers.
Because it clogs eye.
Kinda, yeah.
Do you actually need to for combos?
No.
So why are you playing two?
It's fine if you draw it, and if you don't draw it, it's also fine.
This one, I guess, is just to make a comparison between the artworks of Decode Talker and Sparkman, and then, like, I don't actually know what the other card is, but next to Gaia. And I see this pop up a lot on Yu-Gi-Oh posts where people complain that artworks are too similar. I think the most popular one is Abystius compared to the Heroic Champion guy, because they both have a similar stance. I think really that this stuff is sort of just accidental. There are a lot of poses that look really good on cards. I mean, if we're looking at like the Sparkman pose, that's a really it's a pose with a lot of action in it, so it's good for a lot of different monsters. And I feel like it just sort of happens by accident, and even that's sort of like a stretch, because like the talkers, I mean, like, yes, they both have a leg raise and their arms are to the right, but I'd say they're pretty different. And I don't know, I guess their helmets kind of look the same, but I don't know. I would have to agree that all the comparisons of artworks are pretty cringy. This one I don't actually understand because I don't know who Sokka is. That's probably a character in the new anime. I think it is. You've become what you were sworn to destroy. So it's a Star Wars, a take on a Star Wars meme. Yeah, I mean, are memes about the Yu-Gi-Oh anime automatically going to be cringy? I mean, it's hard to say. This one in particular, to me at least, didn't make any sense, so I can't judge if this is like really stupid, but I think generally speaking, anytime there's like a meme made of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, it's probably going to be pretty cringe. No one heals themselves by wounding another, and then it shows Royal Knight, who gains. Oh my god, that was actually really funny. I don't think that's cringy. That's quality content right there, if you do ask me. So this is on a Patrick Hoban deck profile. So the comment sections of these are always terrible. Gadgetman17 says, I 2-0'd this kid at locals last night. Win Morphtronics versus his net decked Tengu plants. Kid's a noob. Oh my god, Gadgetman just fucking wrecked Patrick Hoban. Hoban's gonna have to quit Yu-Gi-Oh after that roast. Oh man. You know, a lot of times on deck profiles of famous players, there's comments like this. If you look at like Jeff Jones profiles and Billy profiles and Hoban profiles and stuff like that, there are comments all the time of people that beat them one time at locals or one time at a regional, that fail to see that one win doesn't really equate to anything when the person, like, I mean, if this is a deck profile of Hoban, that would mean that he like did something well. I want to say it's like, I mean, he looks pretty young in that picture, so maybe like a Wind Up or Infernity profile. So I know I used to play those decks, but it's like those comments don't really have any meaning. I don't know. They're pretty funny though. You'll see them on every single profile pretty much with named players. Number 9, this person commented this picture and said, I don't know if this is cringy enough, but it is strange. And yeah, we see a whole lot of fake cards going on here. On the opponent's field, it looks like he has a defense position Reload, that's a ritual monster, a defense position Dark Factory of Mass Production, that's some weird reddish color, and then I don't even know what the other spell in defense position is. And then the player that took the picture, his opening hand is Call the Haunted, a trap monster version of that wolf thing, level 2 Smashing Ground. It looks like a monster version of Reckless Greed, and then Slife of the Sky Dragon. Although it looks like it just says Sky Dragon, with like the bootleg artwork on it. So yeah, that picture is pretty cringy. I don't even know. I would hope that this is just like and this is an anime mat. I forgot that too. I hope this is just like set up and these people weren't actually like trying to play with these. That's all I can hope to make this a little less cringy. This one is really long, so I'll only read some of it, but it says, this is posted in Zodiac. Psyframe Lord Omega is a terrible card, and you're all idiots for running it. For supposedly being the best generic of late synchro, it's got some pretty shit effects. A quick effect to banish itself and a random card in your opponent's hand until your standby phase. Congratulations, dumbass, you just left your field wide open for direct attack. Not only is this terrible because you're exposing yourself, your opponent can avoid letting their cards get banished by just setting them. It's that easy. Hell, if they don't even have any cards in their hand, which is very easy to accomplish, you can't activate the effect for shit, and now all you've got is Fenceless 2800 Beater. Not to mention this effect only works during the main phase, so you can't escape being destroyed by opponent's monster with a higher attack. At least he has a graveyard effect that can put his yeah, it's this guy wrote like 2 more paragraphs. I don't know what people are trying to accomplish by posting this in Zodiac. I mean, I don't know. I feel like when you write paragraphs like this, you just have to know that you're sounding like an idiot and that people are going to meme you and you're going to become a copy pasta. But this guy did not realize that, and he didn't seem to care either. He just really hates Omega. Whatever. He's in the wrong. The next one, can't afford the best deck. Haven't called someone a meta sheeple net decking noob in 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean, this meme's pretty old, so maybe that's kind of cringy, but I don't know. I'd say a lot of I know a lot of people at locals and stuff that will do this and just constantly call people net deckers if they lose. It's pretty ridiculous. So maybe the act of doing it is cringy. I don't know if the photo itself is, though. With thousands of cards to choose from, you can create and customize your own deck with your favorite cards. Every duelist will have their own unique deck, completely different from every other duelist deck, which makes it really exciting to play. And then there's the why you always lying guy. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, I understand that they have to have that in the rulebook. That's where that comes from, by the way. It's like one of the first pages of all the rulebooks. I understand that they have to put that to like get people excited. And generally speaking, over like the majority of like the Yu-Gi-Oh community, especially the ones that like aren't going to tournaments, everyone has like their own unique decks. But obviously we know this isn't like the anime. Not everyone has. I mean, we see a lot of Zoo, especially now. So this always pops up whenever there's like a format where 30 of the top 30 decks, 30 of the top 32 decks at a tournament are like the same. So yeah, I can see they probably should remove that from the rulebook, if we're being honest. Blackwings, Raid Raptors, Komani Civil War. Oh man, the irrelevant decks in their arguments. 2 irrelevant Dark Bird decks. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that one's pretty stupid. This one, I was considering posting who posted this because pretty well known. But his rebuttal here in a conversation was "Get lost, Poopface, blocked." And maybe this might not seem Yu-Gi-Oh related, but it was in response to a Yu-Gi-Oh post, so I'll put that one in there. That's pretty cringy. Calling someone a Poopface unironically is definitely not going to go over well. Hey, Yugi, want a duel? Sure, Tristan, but no Exceed, Synchro, or Pendulum. Duels Kingdom rules only. I'm Yugi. Hey, Yugi, you never said no, you send you no. I feel like this had to be made ironically. There's no way someone made this unironically. If they did make this unironically, this might be the cringiest thing on here. I'm just going to assume someone made this as a joke. If not, yeah, it's pretty cringy. Make no mistake, I am the best duelist. I summon Maneater Bug and attack position. This one always pops up. It's funny. It must be from some game, and I don't know why. Maybe there's some context for Maneater Bug is great. I know some people have attacked for game with Max C, but whatever. Oh man, there's this guy in Zodiac that posts the Battling Boxer deck like every day, and it's ridiculous. But just take a look at this list. I mean, so much is, oh man, it's perfect. The two winter cherries were like the main topic of discussion for this particular one, where he just like refused to believe that wasn't in like good to play, even though everyone kept telling him it was. Man, yeah, that's pretty bad. The last one we have here is one time I was losing to some dickhead, so I pulled out my knife, dropped it on the table, and said, attack for game. He ran off crying. I got DQ'd later on. Apparently his mom told the store owner, like, damn, what a total pussy, but then again, he was 10. Oh, man. These are the real people that you play at Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments. You know, this sounds like one of those and everyone clapped at the end stories, but I actually sort of believe this. I remember this guy posting this a while ago, and I'm pretty sure it was true. Oh, man. Some people, they just don't get it. And then obviously, sorry, one extra encore one is that 2 times people just posted the exact same thing that I posted, asking people to post these, because I guess that was pretty cringy. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.